Hello. So here is a video to walk you through the steps of making a PDF easier for formative.com to extract questions to create a new formative. So why would you want to do this? Well, making sure that we all understand that formative.com is the superior or the preferred method to provide students online assessments, unless it's from a different platform. So if you have like through IXL or through Math Expressions or Think Central, or pretty much like if you're online textbook, whatever, formative.com is the way that we prefer to have our assessments distributed to students online. What formative.com can do to make it easier for us is if we have a Google form that's already been done, if we have a PDF, if we have a Google Doc, Word document, any format like that, if it has questions and you've been using that up until now, what formative allows you to do is you can upload it and allows you to not have to retype the whole thing. So it finds the questions and then it extracts them and puts them into a new formative. Way less work, and then you can get that immediate feedback that formative.com allows us to have. So rather than waiting for students to write their answers on a piece of paper, give them to you, and then you have them in your possession for a day or two, and you're waiting to go through the assessments. Instead, formative will allow you to get that immediate feedback, or you can see pretty quickly how students are performing. So why is a PDF format so frustrating sometimes on formative? Well, it kind of is what a PDF is. PDF is actually an acronym. It stands for Portable Document Format. The reason that we use PDFs and that organizations use PDFs is that they are consistent formatting across any device. So it doesn't matter if you're opening a PDF on a Mac, on a Windows, Chromebook, phone, literally any device, it's going to look the same. That can't be said for other devices. So if I am opening up a Word document, it's going to look different depending on what version of Word I have. On Google Docs, it depends on what fonts you have installed on your particular Google Doc. I mean, it's less so like that with a Google Doc, but either way, a PDF is the most consistent. So the reason that it's consistent is that sometimes what it does is it literally takes a picture of the content and puts it in like what looks like a piece of paper, like looks like a page. When it's a picture, there is no actual text, or at least there's no text that's easily identifiable. So what we need to do is then we need to run what's called text identifier, or sometimes referred to as OCR. Doesn't matter what those words mean, but I'm going to show you how you can do that on your device if you want to use PDFs that are being stinky with formative. So the things that you need are a PDF PDF file. Doesn't matter if it's on your Google Drive or on your computer. You also need the Chrome extension Cami. So I'm just going to be straight up. I love Cami and I love it so much. I love it so much that I have a personal subscription to it. But what I'm going to show you is something that is on the free version as well. When I was teaching in my classroom, I had all of my students have this free extension because it's a great way to view PDFs and also mark them up. Like I can mark up any PDF, I can make whatever, I can leave text. Anyways, so I'm not going to get into all the glories of Cami, but I am going to show you what Cami can do when we want PDFs to work nicely with formative. So if you don't have Cami, you can go to Google and just search Cami Chrome extension. Just a heads up, this has been approved for our district for both students and teachers. But so you're going to see Cami Chrome extension. You're going to see it boop right there. I already have it, so it would say remove from Chrome, but yours, if you don't have it, should say install on Chrome. Once you get that, what you're going to see is up on the top here, you're going to see either the K, the circle, a purple circle with a K up at the top, in the top right-hand corner of your Chrome, or if it's not there, don't worry. If you click the puzzle piece and you go down, you can find it here. Okay, so once you click and open up Cami, so here is what the Cami platform looks like. Again, I won't get into it, but there's a lot of nice templates that you could use that are already in there. Oh my God. I love Cami so much. But anyways, so I want to open a file. Okay, so if you have it on your Google Drive, you can click Google Drive. The current one that I'm going to be working with, I just downloaded off the internet onto my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click my computer. And then it's going to ask me which file do I want. It immediately went to download, so I'm just going to click Mystery Science one. Downloaded some things from Mystery Science, but Mystery Science's material are almost all just images that aren't viewable. So, actually, here we'll do it different because that was not supposed. Don't worry, that won't happen to you. So open. So what happens is I see this. How cool is that? Blah, blah, blah. All these pages. And then on the side here, you'll see this show up. This seems like a scanned PDF. Would you like to add the text? Run text recognition? Totally do it. If you don't see this show up, don't worry. So if you got it here and you're like, oh man, I already exit out of that little box, or I didn't see it. If you go up to this little tools up in the top, it's like a little suitcase, like a little toolbox. When you click it, you're always going to have that option. So you can run text recognition. So when you do that, it's going to ask you, where do you want me to, this file must be re-uploaded to Google Drive. Cool, let's do it. So it's just going to be in Google Drive. I'm not freaking out about it. Don't worry about it. I can show you where it shows up later. We don't really care about all the specifics there. You'll see at the bottom, it's running text recognition. So now what it has done is it's seeing these as words. Before, it was only seeing it as a picture and it wasn't going to allow me to see the words, but the machine, this is actually an AI with another tool connected to it. It converts the images. It recognizes that there's words, and then it created them as words. So it saw the picture as having words in it. It recognized that as words. So then it made them words instead of a picture. So we're not quite done yet. What we need to do now is we need to re-download this, or I guess you don't have to, but it's easier to find if you do. So I'm going to click up here where it looks like this little download button. I'm going to click it. That's called export. So we can do a quick download. Download here. Oh, look, it already downloaded to my computer. I can see that up in the top corner. Where can I find this then? If I go to, because I downloaded it, if I go to my downloads, boop, it says Cami export right there. Bop-a-da-bop. So it's going to be right there, ready to go. And it's easily identifiable from this Mystery Science 61. It's a Cami export, which tells me that it has been, I ran the text thingy, text recognition. So now I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go to formative. I have to sign in. Here's hoping formative isn't being a butt today. It was for a bit yesterday. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, so then I go to activities. I see all of the formatives that I have. Look at Liz is insane because she has so many, but she loves it. So I click create formative. And then it says upload your own file. So It's not on my Google Drive. I could have put it on my Google Drive, but I'm going to put it, I know it's on my computer. So I'm going to click here. It's going to go to my downloads. I see here. Click select it. Click open. Now it's going to think for a bit, and now it's going to say, once it's seeing, oh, it's converting it, what can I do? So then it says, do you want to add the images, or do you want to add and parse with AI? That's the nice thing, because what that does, parse with AI, means that it's going to scan your document, see if there are questions, and then it's going to put those questions as items in your formative. So I'm going to do add parse with AI. I just keep the PDF because I'm worried that something isn't going to make sense and I need to verify it. But once I'm looking through, so it keeps my image if I want my image there. So technically, if you want, the kids don't need to have their material with them. Like, they don't need to have a printout. But at the bottom, you see that it's generating questions. So sometimes it gets kind of weird. So it says, is magic real? So it's asking that it thinks that's a question because there's a question mark there. And then it's extract. Oh, it's still generating. So it does. So this first page is a little tricky for it. So you're gonna have to like maneuver, like, this one, is magic real? No. So like, that's obviously not a question. I'm gonna delete that. Delete formative item. Yes, I don't want that stinky question. So then if I look here, like, how much does the dull brown coin weigh? If I have that, if I have the image here, I could keep that here. And I'd still have to make modifications, but it's already extracted at least some of the questions here. You're still going to have to monkey around because it's AI. It's not perfect, but the true false ones, those are definitely there. So if I take a look here, and it does have them numbered. So this one says 3, and there's 3 questions under 3, but the formative doesn't have a way to make them like 3 questions in one. So just a heads up on that. So you could even modify, if you wanted to be so fancy, you could come over here and you could actually like renumber them. So I want this to be 4. Oh, no, I don't want that. So you could put that as 4. Well, this isn't even a question, so I could just like, I could get rid of it. That, like, you could, I don't want to mess up the colors that I have here, but you could put a shape here that does so you can renumber it. Again, another reason why Cami is awesome. But so there's a bunch of different options, but I just wanted to show you what it could do. It cuts down some of the time of extracting things, or excuse me, it cuts down some of the time in creating new formatives, especially if you already have content that you have masterfully put together, but now you don't want to copy and paste it into formative. You don't have to do that. So it is still AI, so it's not perfect, but the AI isn't creating anything new. It's just trying to help you out. So hopefully this helps. Reach out if you have any questions, because I am more than happy to help you get your cut down on the time of anything that you're doing. Okay, thanks. Bye.